If you're thinking about moving to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I'm going to show you on a map how to find the perfect place to live in the Dallas area. First, we're going to go over the general areas of Dallas-Fort Worth, then we're going to zoom into the best suburbs and neighborhoods that people are choosing and why they're choosing them, so that by the end of this video, you can rule out 90% of where you would not want to live. First, let's talk about the general Dallas-Fort Worth area. Inside this loop, we would say are the downtown and the urban areas to live. Most of our clients are not moving in this section simply because maybe they have families and they're looking for the higher ranked schools. Now there is Highland Park, University Park that you could choose if you want an urban lifestyle. But other than that, most of our clients are choosing the northern suburbs because, as you can see, the most development is happening kind of around there, the northern side. And the reason is because, I feel like a weather woman, but the reason is because, as you can see, most of the development is moving north. The nice developments, they're putting many subdivisions in there, many master plan communities, custom homes. Anyway, it's all kind of moving north, as you can see. If you look at the southern area, you'll see there is so much country land down here where the green is, right? We're going to break this up into different sections. First, we are going to talk about the far north Dallas area. Then we're going to talk about East Dallas, then North Fort Worth suburbs, and then West Fort Worth suburbs. So let's zoom into those far north Dallas suburbs. Now, one of the hottest suburbs right now is Frisco, Texas. Many articles online are saying that Frisco is the hottest city in the US. They're saying that Frisco Fields, which is a brand new development in Frisco, super hot. You can find homes starting at about $750,000 going into the multi-millions, $20-30 million homes that are being custom built right now. But many are saying it's like Frisco Fields is the hottest community in the entire US. And I would say it's for a good reason. The community itself has many amenities, but Frisco as well has many amenities. So I call Frisco the entertainment capital of Texas because you have the PGA, you have the Dallas Cowboys headquarters, the Star, you have soccer, you have a minor league baseball, you have shopping, dining, all the things that you would want in a place to hang out that's close by is in Frisco. You have a family style Universal Studio coming in. And so many people are coming to Frisco for the investment opportunity and the great lifestyle. They're also in the top 5% for test scores for schools. So landing in Frisco is a good decision. It's clean, it's a new city, and they are developing it well. It will be like a city feel, it doesn't even necessarily feel as suburb, kind of city, in between there. Now, just a little north of Frisco, you're going to find the city of Prosper. Prosper is a really nice developing city. You can find many master planned communities going in right now, and Prosper, it does feel a little country right now. So anything north of this Highway 380 feels country. But again, you're getting all the new developments in Prosper. Many people land in Prosper because you get a little more space than Frisco. Frisco tends to have smaller lot sizes. Prosper tends to have larger lot sizes. And interesting enough, the city in Dallas-Fort Worth that has the highest number of homes going in over $1 million is Prosper, Texas. They have more homes in Prosper over $1 million than Frisco. So they've named the city well. Many great master plan communities. All right, let's now go even a little further north to a city called Celina. It's not a city. It's a small town that is rapidly growing. Reports have stated that Celina, Texas is the #1 fastest growing city in America for new home starts. That's how they're tracking it. And so Celina looks like this tiny little town on the map, but it has some really great, they have amazing master plan communities going in. In Celina, you can get a home starting at about $450,000. going on up into 1.5 to maybe 2.5 for some ranches up here. You can find some ranches out in the country around Celina. But I can say, if you move to Celina and you have to commute to Dallas, that's not a very friendly commute. One of the things I do say that if you are looking for a job or to start a business in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, this Plano area or even the Richardson, Garland area, those are great places to start businesses, even Frisco, because if you do have to commute, your choices for homes and subdivisions open up significantly versus if you were trying to commute into Dallas where you have all of the major traffic. You're going to get some traffic up north, but major traffic in Dallas. The next city I want to talk about is McKinney. It's been a hot city for about 15 years now, and I look at McKinney in like 4 different quadrants. So I kind of say Highway 75 and 380. I kind of cross it off in a T. This is where your downtown area is going to be, and then you have a lot of new, more budget-friendly neighborhoods going in up here on the northeast section of McKinney, but you do feel like you're in the country there, and it can take 10-15 minutes just to get to the town square, which is here. The town square is really nice, by the way. It's great to hang out, have a date night, take your kids, community events. The McKinney Town Square is a hot spot in Dallas-Fort Worth. You also have some nice master plan communities going into the northwest section, and then this whole section, the southwest side of McKinney, feels like Frisco. When you're driving through, the development is very nice, but this area is very, very nice to live. And if you're looking for some more budget-friendly areas to live in the far north Dallas area, many people are moving into Aubrey in this northern section for more budget-friendly locations. And the last piece I want to talk about in far north Dallas is this Plano, Parker, Lucas area. You can find nice homes on 1-acre lots. Feels like a country area, which is great, but it's not very far from Plano, where you're gonna have so much shopping, things to do. It's not too far from Frisco, or if you have a commute to Dallas, it can be a little long because these are stop lights here and it can take you 10-15 minutes just to get out of those cities. But again, looking for a nice country town in the suburbs of Dallas, it's a great area with top 5% schools. You can get new construction up there. I would say about $1 million plus. Okay, next we're going to go to East Dallas, to this Rockwall, Fate, Heath, and Forney area. There's some big growth going on down there as well. I love the city of Rockwall. It's situated right on this lake. It's beautiful. They have nice new construction homes. And then you also have Fate over here that is kind of like an overflow, but with better, like lower pricing, which is really nice. And they're all good schools up here. The one thing that I want to caution you on is if you have to commute to Dallas, or if you want to go to Dallas or Plano or Frisco for entertainment on a regular basis, like on the weekend, then you will get frustrated with these highways, because getting out of Rockwall and getting back into Rockwall, heavy traffic, okay? So I had some clients in 2021 that purchased in Rockwall. They loved it. I loved it. And then 2021 and 2022 hit, and it's like traffic jam. So do know that. Now, if you work from home and you don't go out a whole lot, but just occasionally, it could be a really good spot. Just know that it gets very congested in these areas. And then right south of that is a city called Heath. And Heath has some great master plan communities right on the lake, the yacht club. If you like lake living, Heath is considered a luxury town here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Again, just know that if you're commuting into Dallas, it's gonna be difficult. But it is a great choice. Next, if you're looking for a more budget-friendly area, Forney is booming right now. We've had some clients that move out there. There are many great master plan communities down there, restaurants, shopping, everything you need is in Forney. It again gets congested on Highway 80, but again, if you're looking for, you can find new homes at $300,000 on up to about 1.2 off the top of my head, but Forney's a great place that many people are choosing to live, and you want to get into a new construction home around that $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 mark. Okay, so let's now move over to the northern side of Fort Worth. We're going to zoom in, and there's a couple of different places I want to talk about. We have the Flower Mound area, which is north of Grapevine Lake. It's sandwiched between Louisville Lake and Grapevine Lake. And there are many really nice subdivisions in Flower Mound. Now, if you want new construction, you're looking at luxury homes, 1.5 plus. But other than that, you're gonna find many older homes. This is a really nice area to live in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I love Flower Mound because when you're driving through, you're gonna see many trees in this area. Some of the trees are taller, so it's pretty driving through Flower Mound, especially the closer you are to the lake. The closer you are to the lake, now there are going to be luxury homes there, but the trees are just so pretty. You can even get a home on the lake in a gated community in Flower Mound, which is really nice because on the south side, which is Grapevine and Southlake, they don't build homes right on the lake because it's kind of like the overflow, the flood area, right? So they leave room for the flood area. So if you're looking for a home on the lake, northern Flower Mound is a great, not northern Flower Mound, but north of Grapevine Lake is really nice in Flower Mound. Then the locals, we call this Flower Mound, but you're gonna see some smaller cities. We have Lantana, Bartonville, Double Oak, Copper Canyon, even Highland Village. Highland Village is a nice city to live in. There's great shopping there, a shopping area, great place to land. But Double Oak, Bartonville, these are country luxury towns. Even Argyle over here, which they all kind of run together. But Argyle, these cities are luxury country towns. Beautiful area. You actually get some hills in this area, so if you want a little better topography, this might be the place to land. Ranches, nice luxury gated and guarded communities. Now, if you're looking for this area maybe a little more budget friendly, then you're probably going to be looking in this other general area of Flower Mound. The homes will be a little bit older, but again, Flower Mound is a great place to land. These southern schools are highly ranked. So the one thing I'd caution you about Flower Mound is if you do have to commute, it does take a good 10-15 minutes just to get from the middle of here to hit a freeway. Now let's take a moment to pause because right here in the center of the Metroplex, the northern center of the Metroplex, is probably one of the main reasons the growth is headed north. Is right in here is the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. It is the 4th largest airport or busiest airport, can't remember which, in the world. And so many people for travel purposes, work or pleasure, they want to be close to the airport. So that's where it is on the map for a radius of where you may want to land if you travel frequently. So with that, you do have the cities of Coppell and Grapevine and even Irving, Las Colinas, at which planes do fly low. It gets pretty loud. Schools are great in Coppell. And so if you want to be close to the airport, my recommendation are these cities here. Southlake is great. Trophy Club, Westlake, Roanoke. These cities have quick, easy access to the airport, but it's not too loud with the planes coming in overhead. Even Colleyville. Now, Colleyville, Southlake, and Westlake are considered luxury cities, so your pricing is gonna be probably $800,000 plus. Westlake getting in starting at 1.2, going on up to probably 20 million, right? But Trophy Club, Roanoke, and Keller are some great cities to land with great schools, but Keller, it's a little less convenient to get to Highway 114 that takes you to the airport, but it's still a great family-friendly community. The homes are going to be a little bit older. When I say older, I mean like 1990 to 2010, maybe 2015 in a newer neighborhood, but those are good cities to land, this northern side of Fort Worth. While we're talking about the airport, I have to mention the HEB area is what we call it, the Hurst-Euless-Bedford area. This area north of like 820 is a good area if you're looking for a budget friendly, but they are older homes, but they do have larger lots. But you can find homes 500,000-600,000 that are close to the airport. Now let's zoom into the second fastest growing city in the state of Texas, and that is going to be far north Fort Worth, and it's called Northlake. Here's Northlake on a map. Hold on, let me show you where it's at to Fort Worth. Many people live in Northlake and they commute to downtown Fort Worth. There is an express lane that you can get on to avoid some of that traffic. Traffic is actually a little better than it used to be because they finished the express lane, but there will be more traffic all around Northlake in the next 1, 2, 5, maybe even 10 years, because Northlake the population's about 12,000 and it's expected to be about 50,000. So the locals of Keller, many of them have moved to Northlake for a new construction home. So if you're looking for new construction, you want a beautiful master plan community, Northlake is it. Just know there's traffic, definitely traffic in Northlake. One of the hottest communities, master plan communities in Northlake is right here. It's called Pecan Square. Beautiful. They have like 352 events a year, which means almost every single day they have something going on in Northlake. So if you're moving to Texas and you want community and you want to make friends fast, Pecan Square is probably the best community for that in the entire Dallas-Fort Worth area. There are other master plan communities that are great, but this one is like the one that's like on steroids for community. So they have pickleball, swimming, events for kids. There's co-working spaces, many things in Pecan Square. There's also the community of Harvest, and then more communities are being developed in Northlake. The city mayor, they're developing this city really well. So know that that would be a good choice, but you're gonna have to deal with a little bit of traffic. And the overflow of Northlake would be Justin. It's a small town. You can get some good new construction, budget friendly. Same with north of 114, but I do prefer Northlake in my honest opinion, especially because I think the values will increase in Northlake versus if there's a home in the city of Fort Worth, Northlake will just have better appreciation in my opinion. And then continuing on in this northern section of Fort Worth, we're gonna talk a little bit about Haslet. Haslet has some new subdivisions going in. Budget friendly, schools are good, Northwest ISD, but it does get some serious traffic on 287. Ay, ay, ay. However, many people are landing in Haslet because you can get a pretty nice home, a really nice home for the price. And if you're not having to commute to Dallas or something like that, it's totally fine because this area right here is called the Alliance Corridor, and that's where all your shopping is. Let me zoom out for you. That's where all your shopping is, your movie theater, your eateries. Oh my goodness, so many things to do right here in North Fort Worth. It's really nice, but the traffic it kind of gets a little crazy on Saturdays. And now lastly, let's talk about West Fort Worth and people who are looking for a country town, okay? First off, if you're commuting to Fort Worth, downtown Fort Worth regularly every day, Walsh Ranch is a wonderful, wonderful master plan community that you can go straight in. There is traffic, of course, but Walsh Ranch is a beautiful master planned community. It's in the city of Aledo. Aledo has the top 5% of schools. You're also going to find many ranches out here in Aledo. But if you want even further in the country, we have clients who say, hey, we want to live in a country town, conservative country town, and this city, Weatherford, is the #1 spot right here. Weatherford is west of Fort Worth, and actually Weatherford is quite large. I don't know where it's at, but it's kind of like that. But Weatherford has some beautiful land. You can get great value for your money. You can get new construction out there, 1, 2 acre lots. So Weatherford is definitely a place many of our clients are choosing if they're looking for a country life. The other places that we point out for our clients is to check out, well, Weatherford, Decatur, Springtown, even some of these southern cities, Granbury, there's Stephenville down here, even some of these southern cities. But when our clients come for their discovery trip to look and discover the area, almost all of them are still choosing Weatherford because they just like it the best. So I would love to have a personal conversation with you about your hot topics, lifestyle, needs for your family, commute maybe, schools. And what we can do is we can meet on Zoom. I give free personal one-on-one Zoom consultations, and all you have to do to schedule a Zoom consultation is fill out the Dream Home questionnaire in the link below, and I'd be so happy to help you find the best home in the best city for your family.